Hi everyone, so today I will be trying out Spellbinders Glimmer of the Month and Wax Seal for October 2025. And I love that the Wax Seal already says Merry and Bright. And the Glimmer does come with several sentiments, and I think I'm going to use both of them anyway. We'll see. Well, I guess you'll already have seen because you see the thumbnail, but I don't know what I'm going to do, so I don't know yet. So I will see. But I will say I did go through a whole unboxing of all these items in the initial video I put out on the first, so I will link that video in the description box so you can check it out if you would like for more info, because today we just get right to it. So other than saying that, yes, they did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and the links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those. I do have them for the US and the UK down there, and if you're watching right now, that means that these are available for membership. Like to go ahead and pick them up if you are a new member, or if you canceled in the past but you want to add it now again. Just know that. And if you are a current member, or if you pick it up today, and become a member, you get 10% off the site the whole time that you're a member. So as long as you're current, the price you see once you sign in will be already reflecting the 10% off. Okay, so I want to make a card. I'm thinking, so we have this, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make sure that this is the color that was supposed to come with it, because sometimes I get them mixed up with other ones from like other months when, they're here waiting for next month. But I think it was this one, hopefully. But if not, it doesn't matter. So we have polished brass. I mean, it could possibly be something else, but I forgot to double check. Let me see. This is how I'll know if I've used this. Oh, but if it's for next time. Yeah, okay. This is what I will use regardless. I was thinking about doing like a light blue or some kind of background that's going to be there with the glimmer. Maybe I'll use the same color on the words, and then I'll have a strip like across here with the seal. Something like that. And then this month's seal comes with the Bullion Wax Seal Powder. I had mentioned in the video, I was like, oh, I wonder if I can use this on my nails, because sometimes people do chrome nails or aura nails, and you use this stuff. It looks similar, but, Silver Bullion Wax Seal Powder. So you can use this. You can use your finger to apply it, whatever as you like, but let me see. If you really, really, really smell it, I don't know why I had to smell it. I guess because it's new to me. I'm like, let me show you smell this. It has the slightest, like, chemical smell, like, very, very faint. I probably smelled it more because it was sealed up, Yeah, because I can barely smell it now. But anyway, it looks like this. And again, you can use your finger, or you can apply it with the applicator it comes with. But that's what you get this month instead of more wax beads. And so we will play with that, of course. I'll just leave this over here. We'll do that later. Let me get some paper. So I do have a card base here ready to go. I think I'll get maybe some, I'm trying to think, light blue paper. Sure. In the meantime, let's get the glimmer warmed up. So I always have it just here near me, always plugged in. I don't know if that's a good thing to do or not. And I just turned it on. So I'm going to wait for that to warm up a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab some cardstock for the background, and then something for like the strip of paper like I said I was going to do. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a light blue piece of cardstock. I do have it fully 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because I'll trim it down. A lot of times I start off with the size I want, and then I think I should not do that. I should just trim it afterwards. So there we go. This is a little bit larger than that, even at that. So if you want to make it the size of that piece, then you can definitely do that. Sorry, I'm trying to get this tape off of here and not damage the foil itself. So I can use like the whole thing. Oh my gosh. I had this moved. It was ready to go, and then it like stuck back down. Okay, there we go. All right. So with this one, of course, we want to cover the whole thing. Just want to see about how much I need. And hopefully now I know those are sticky. I'd use some scissors to cut some tape. So I know it's going to have a little residue, so I'll grab a different pair of scissors. Okay, so that's good. Try not to scratch this. And of course I have it face down. That was silly. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so if I'm building this up here, I have the plate facing me. Obviously that plate's going to be touching the surface over here. So I need to put the silver foil facing up because that plate is going to push the gold into this, so the gold has to be facing down, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just going to make sure, and again I have extra here, so I'm not too worried about this. Generally I tape it, but since it's so large, there's nothing to tape to because it's already there. So we'll just, you know, cross our fingers. And this one, I just left it as wide as I wanted and a little bit wider and a little bit longer than I'm going to need because I'm going to have it go this way. Just so that when I do my sentiment, I don't have to really guess that it's where I want it to be. I can just trim this down later. So, Merry and Bright. We have Joyous Noel. We have Merry and Bright also in these words. Sending Christmas Magic and Let It Snow and Sparkle. Let's do that one. Let It Snow and Sparkle. Okay. And so I just need a little piece of this. I'm just using the same color, but of course you can switch out. And then generally with these things, you want it to be about the same width and length of whatever you're trying to foil. Just to not have over foiling. Less chance of that happening. So I totally eyeballed that and I don't know why I did it that way. But that's what I did. Okay. So we have that guy. Yeah. I'm going to want it to be on the left. So I'm just eyeballing this because I think I'm going to cut it down thinner. And then this guy. Oh, you know what? Let's make sure. Let It Snow. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's... I know you're not going to be able to see this. But I'm going to tape this down. Oh, my Glimmer's ready. Try to put it down what I would think is straight. Because later if I have to trim it down, I do want it to be nice and straight. So I'm going to stick that down. And this time, since I built it up this other way, we have... Let me show you. Our words... What is this? Organza. Our words facing down, right? The plate... The gold facing up because it's going to get pushed into the paper because I built it up instead of building it up this way. I get it this one. I built it up this way. Okay. So this is a little scary because like I said, I don't have it taped like at all. I'm just believing that it's hitting everywhere. Yeah, because that's why they make the plate a little oversized. I can see here. That's okay. All right. And I always put the whole... I'm just going to pop that down in a funny way. You know, I might put a little piece of tape just in case it shifts, but really just from like here to here. I like to put this on top right now. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do, and it creates condensation, so if that bothers you, I mean, you don't have to do it. Okay. And when this stops blinking on the Glimmer, it is ready to go and run through the machine, and then I'll do the same thing for our sentiment. I'll be back. Okay, so the timer just stopped blinking. I have my Platinum 6 here. And let's pop this out. Again, try not to move too much, just because I didn't really tape that down. And let's go ahead and run this through. Oh, I love when I hear the little sizzle. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I was a little scared because I was like, oh, I don't see it. Oh, here. Oh, you know what? Let me stop talking. Let me just put this back on here because we want that to stay heated up. And I don't know where my magnetic handle is right now, so I'm going to carefully move this. Nice. Good reason to have fake nails. I didn't feel that at all. It didn't look like this middle. You see, sometimes it presses through so much that you see here, and I didn't see that there, and I was like, oh, no. So I think it's going to be okay, though, because I can see here that it looks... perfect. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I mean, I never get over like just the Glimmer. It's amazing. It does it right pretty much. I would say 99.9% of the time, right? And if you have any overfoiling, I always just take an eraser and just go over it, like literally an eraser or pencil. You know, if you have a bigger eraser, which I usually do. Where's my eraser? And I just go over it, but it looks pretty crisp and perfect. And what I mean by that is like this. See this little bit? I can erase that, but I'm gonna cut it off anyway, so I don't care. But sometimes in here it won't be so crisp. You might have some little fluffiness like around the edges. So if you just go over with an eraser, it just takes off that extra and leaves what's pressed in, of course, because it's a letterpress effect. Okay, and then this guy, of course, you can still use if you have, you know, you can shim it up, put this on a piece of, you know, paper. Let's say this is our cardstock. Put tons of pieces of cardstock or something to shim it really well, and then put it back on here, you know, let it heat up, run it through, and this will stay on your card base, so you'll see it just like it looks right now, the gold and the white showing through. Spellbinders also sells dies that are specifically, you know, the thickness you need for them to heat up and do all that, and then just use the foil and it'll be like a shape of that design. So this guy, I'm going to turn it upside down. Always remember to put the plate touching the surface, because like, I don't know how many times I've forgotten to do that. I do it the other way and it just doesn't foil because it's not as hot. The plate's not touching. Anyway. All right, I'm going to run that through and I'll be back. All right, let's check this guy out. And again, whenever you're just, you know, doing your little session, always just plug it back in so it starts warming up. Oh, well, that came off quickly, and there we go. Okay, let me clean up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so, ooh, look at that. So blurry. Oh. Hopefully by the time you see this, I bought a new camera, but I doubt it. So it's a real investment. Like, I have to really make sure I'm getting one that I really want that's going to work for everything I need. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to chop this piece off just because it got that little extra here. So 4 1/8. And then I was going to cut this down anyway, not just because of that, but I was going to trim it down anyhow. By 5 3/8. This one looks really perfect up here. This one looks like it's cut down, you know, like it's been cut. So I'm going to cut from that top side so that it looks more organic, a little more natural than like a perfect one and then one that's been cut into. There you go. And okay, so I'll have that. And then this guy, oh, that looks so cute. Even the thickness of this, I just want to do something smaller because I was like, well, I mean, this is going to spread out, so it might end up covering up a little bit. We'll see. Okay. For right now, let's make it, again, 4 1/8. We'll go a little bit more than 4 1/8. So I'm going to take some off of this side too, just because it looks like I'm probably going to need the whole thing. 4 1/8. Like, I should probably cut even more off this L. I'm going to have to trim it down, like here. So I'm just coming up with that number, and maybe this isn't the best implement to use because it 1/2 inch is like right here, like where the metal ends, I suppose. But I don't really know what I want this to be. I'm thinking maybe 3/4. Does that look even? We will see. I think that might be a little too deep still. It's not perfectly in the middle, but it's not too bad. I don't know if I should cut off a little bit more, and I just totally messed that up because that's the only thing when you have this guy, you have to be really careful because you don't have a lot to, the way you get it under there, right? I'm going to remove a little bit, and I'm looking at this line here at this point. And maybe there, and hopefully that's nice and straight. I'm going to hold this down real tight. Okay, we got it. At least I'm happy with it. Okay, so now I need some wax beads. I'm gonna get the handle and all that from like another one, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so again, I have my handle here. Sorry, that's upside down. Hope that doesn't drive anybody nuts. But I'm gonna take this off. This is the original one, the For You. I think that came with the original kit here. But there we go. And I just went and looked at my stash. I have tons of these guys. This is ink. And I thought, you know what? Let's do that. Because then that silver will really work with that real well. Lighter. I'm telling you, I buy lighters by like handfuls of them. I'm always looking like, where are they? Found one. Not where it should be. But either way, I found it. Okay. Hopefully this is deep enough, this candle. Oh, that it will light up. I'm going to have to pick it up. Hold on. What am I doing? Okay. You guys sometimes wake up or just get up or just your day's going and you're like in a mood. Like this right here is bothering me very much now. I think it's at the end of the candle, that's the problem. End of the wick. Let me see. If I can't get it lit now, then I'll just... Yeah, I think this one's done. Too bad. It has plenty of candle wax here, but it's just not gonna light. Let me get another one. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this one. These are just from the Dollar Tree, guys. And it's nice because they smell good. And, you know, they work. That one's pretty tall, though. I probably should have cut the wick a little bit because it's, like, gonna be right on there. So that's all right. Okay. A little bit scared. I'm gonna use 5. I don't want it to get really big because, like, you saw how it was gonna be kind of at the end of my card already, so we'll see. Honestly, I guess maybe while that's warming up, I can just glue this down. There's a little bit of soot on that, so I don't want to get on my card. Yeah, I've actually never tried to wash that off or take it off in any way. It happened like the very first time I ever used that silicone mat. So maybe I should try and get that removed. Okay. This background is so cute, you guys. I don't even know if I talked about that. I was talking about the technical things, but look at the little dots, like little snow, the stars, the hearts. Cute. And this guy, like, you know, that looks really, really pretty. And I just like it being clean just by itself. I mean, I could have backed that up with another piece of cardstock, but that looks really, really nice. So let it snow and sparkle. And that's what this is doing, is it not? Yes? Okay. Alright. And just gotta wait a little bit longer for these guys. Oh, yeah, good thing I looked at that. I have wax on this. Oh, the ink is so pretty. Okay, I'll be right back. Let's see, I think it's ready. You can see I was kind of messing with it because I love to do that. And look, it's catching a little fire because it was literally touching the bottom of the spoon. So this is a square, so I'm just going to pour it like I would pour anything else. And again, I don't want to go too overboard. I think that's going to be okay. Because when I squish it down, I just don't want it to get too big. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. If you're gonna make more, obviously just put a few more in, keep going. But if you are done, you can just wipe this out with paper towel. And at the same time, I will clean up the back of it. You see that? That's what happened. I put it down and then it leaves soot. So it's just because the wick was so high and it was touching the spoon. But try and wipe that off before you do anything else. Look at that. Crazy. Okay, I walked away for a little bit, so I think we're good. Yeah. I'm gonna let that sit though for a second because I did come back. I mean, this still feels warm, so that probably means that still feels warm before I mess with it too much. Okay, it feels nice and cold. Usually I'll pick it off here, but you know, it's held on really, really well. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just leave it there instead of having to hold it while I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna leave it there. If it comes up, then that's fine. You are gonna have a different look also, just from using this kind of stuff with nails. I know if you rub it with your finger, it gets a lot shinier. And then when you use one of these guys, it might still look a little more like this, more granular. So something to think about, but oh, it feels nice. It feels kind of sandy. I don't know how to explain it. And also, the applicator is it depends on how hard you press, it's gonna get down into these recessed areas. So if you don't want that, I mean, just be careful and try to just rub over the very, very top. But this stuff wants to stick to surfaces, so I'm just dipping it a little bit more. It's not dipping. I mean, you're kind of scrubbing it. It's not wet. It probably has some moisture in it, but not like a wet thing. Like, you know, not even waxy. And then, I mean, if you want to get a little over here, just because that looks fun, just rub a little bit on here. But now that I'm out here, I can rub a little harder, and maybe you can see the difference. Let me show you what I mean. So if you don't take your time to really burnish it, it looks more like this, a little grainy, a little bit here and there. This one you saw I kind of really pushed in there, and it gets more chrome looking. So that's up to you. You know, the effect you're looking for, how much. Again, it's not super easy to get it to, so it's just on the raised areas here. But I'm being very gentle with this. Like very, very gentle. Super duper gentle. I mean, I'm barely touching it. If you just go for it, it doesn't take that long, but then it's going to get all over the place. So, let me take this off now. You can even hit it with a brush, like just brush away stuff, but there you go. So it looks something like that. Okay. And let me put some things away. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so let's, ooh. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, it's just on the edge there. I think that's okay. I mean, I can probably put it down like here, even up a little bit. I kind of wanted it center. I think if I do like that, so it's a little bit tilted. I mean, whatever you want. And like I mentioned before, Spellbinders sells double-sided adhesive, like these circles, that's really, really, really sticky. That is intended for the wax seals. I've been using Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and it seems to be okay. I haven't had any problem that I know of. No one's told me, hey, it's fallen off or arrived a certain way. If you want to use wax, what's the stuff called? Hot glue, just be very careful with it, because obviously hot glue will melt this again. So, I mean, you have to be super, extremely careful with it. But I think that's the best I can do right there, so that it doesn't hang off too much. I think that's okay. And sorry, I was still up close from before. And there it is, guys. So just a few different items on this card. I mean, I love it by itself. If you want to just do like a belly band or just a band without, you know, the wax seal, that would look great too. I would just center it more maybe. Or even the way it was, justified. However. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will have images coming up. I'll have links as available in the description box, again, for the US and the UK. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.